this, and massage therapists are treated like that, and no one treats us like, you know what, we have control over this. We, the massage therapists, must have control over public perception. We have to step up to the plate, get the research done, get the papers written, get this information in front of the doctors, and make sure that everyone knows how beneficial massage really is, because it is. We know this. That's why we're healers, because we know that touch heals. Now we just need to prove it through scientific papers, through scientific study. Can't be done without money, though. Nothing can be done without money. We've got to be able to fund it. So that's why I'm passionate. One of the reasons why I'm so passionate about raising money and awareness for funding for the Massage Therapy Foundation. I'm honored to be on one of their work groups for corporate fundraising. So, I'll be soon enough hitting up our vendors and other corporate entities to come up with some new cool and innovative ways to raise funds. I mean, it's not so easy. I wish all the vendors on the planet could write a $10,000 check. Many do, but many can't. And then there's got to be other ways that we can get involved, and that's where Sanctuary comes in. Sanctuary is, again, it's a mini spa that we put on at trade shows, and we have some corporate sponsorship, and these guys are amazing. For every Sanctuary that we do, I get a corporate check from our sponsors for $500 that go not to me, never made out to Massage Warehouse, never made out to Angie Patrick, made directly to the charity or the foundation or Touch Research Institute, whoever the money is going to for that event. And they do that at every single Sanctuary that we have. I want to talk about Guru Kieran with Soothing Touch, and Tom Heidenberger, Stephanie Beck with Bon Vital, George Skaroulis, who I love, a fabulous pianist. There's Massage Today. There's Massage Magazine. I mean, we've got a number of, and I can't leave PHI out. How can you leave PHI? Performance Health Biofreeze, ProSage. I couldn't do it without these guys. And more sponsors are stepping up to the plate. And so you'll see kind of over the next year, possibly over even the next two, you're going to see Sanctuary grow to even develop more modalities and more opportunity to try new products. It's kind of a win-win, the Sanctuary is. You think, oh, yeah, great, I get to go get my feet rubbed on. Yeah, but that'll do, great. But if you've, I know, right? But if you've ever been to a trade show, oh, dear, feet howl at you. They scream bloody murder because you're walking all over the place, and your feet hurt. So it is nice to take a minute. It is nice to breathe and to take a minute for yourself and to get centered and really just enjoy just a minute of peace and calm. And we do this, too, to give you a unique opportunity to try the product that our sponsors are providing. Because, you can go by a trade booth and go, oh, yeah, I really like this cream, or rub it on your hand, put a dollop on your hand and rub it in and go, yeah, I really like that. Are you really trying that? Is that really enough to decide if you're going to buy it or not? Wouldn't you rather have someone do some type of treatment on you with it to see how it feels to your client? Gives you a different perspective on trying product altogether. So from the foot scrubs to the foot balms, to the Thai herbal balls, to the hot stones, to the hot cold contrast with the Biofreeze and ProSage, we've got just about everything you can think of for the feet, and now we're branching out into other areas. So keep an eye out. We're definitely going to be growing the Sanctuary. It's taken on a life of its own. Thank goodness.
And with the whole foundation, have you been in with their calls then too, and helping them out, and any kind of meetings that what goes on in their meetings? Would you say?
Well, I've only attended the one. This is a brand new work group, and because they had the research conference that went on really recently, it kind of tied up everyone. But the call that I was on was awesome. There were a number of people on there whose name you would certainly recognize, and coming up with ways and brainstorming and kind of setting the foundation, since it was the first call of its kind for corporate fundraising. It was really kind of a laying the groundwork for what we can do moving forward. And I've come up with a few ideas, and I can't wait for our next call because I want to run a few of them by. And you have given me a couple of ideas, Ryan, because you are just so dang smart and so funny and so cute. You've got all kind of great ideas. So, and if anybody's got ideas on how to raise money, shoot them to me in an email. I am so open to listening to it because I'm kind of the queen of crazy ideas. If it seems like it'll work, I'll take a risk. I will likely take a risk. So we'll see if we can make some things work.
And what places are you going to be at for the sanctuary this year?
Oh, yeah, I'm very excited. Okay, so first, I love talking about this because I know that every month now through Christmas, I am booked. I've got somewhere to be. So the first one is the World Massage Festival, and that's going to be in Berea next week. So I'm panicking a little bit because I'm getting very close, and I need some volunteers for the sanctuary. So if you're listening, please get this prepared by the volunteering. It's going to be awesome. We will have treatments as often as we have volunteers, and I'm going to be over there loving on the feet too. So I'll be happy to. I will get in the trenches. I don't mind if it's for a good cause. I'm there. So the second place that we're going, which is like 3 weeks following, is the Florida State Massage Therapy Association. And there we set up 6 to 10 bays. I think I'm planning 6 bays this year. That's an event that has historically been able to support that. And I have a school, thank God for Candy Morris in Florida. Oh my goodness, her and her amazing students are just rock stars. They've been right there with us for 3 consecutive shows. Of course, the FSMTA was there in Orlando last year. The AMTA National was there last year. And now we're there in Orlando again. And so for 3 straight years, she's been a rock star. She and her amazing group that she's with, and the students have just been stellar. So I'm very, very excited about that project. And that funding will go to the Touch Research Institute to benefit the work for Dr. Tiffany Fields. And if you're new to the research thing, Dr. Fields she's just amazing in my eyes. She has done so many different studies, but the one I'm particularly interested in is her research on the impact of touch on premature children. My daughter was born severely premature, and I've seen firsthand what the effects of touch can do, and I didn't know that research even existed till I found Dr. Fields. And she quantified everything I was able to watch with my own 2 eyes. And it's because of that we presented all of this information to the doctors, and the doctors were all okay with what they call koala care, koala touch, where you're laying the baby on the mother's chest. And I mean, there's just so much involvement with these preemies and how touch can help them with all the challenges they face, and Dr. Fields studies it. So I want to support her in any way I can. So our Florida event inevitably goes to Dr. Fields. She's right there in Miami. It keeps it right there, localized in the state. So we're proud of that. And then the following one is at the AMTA National in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And if I'm not mistaken, Ryan, you might know this off the top of your head, I think that's September.
Yep, September, yep. Yep.
Thank you. And it's going to be, the proceeds of that are going to be benefiting the Massage Therapy Foundation. And I couldn't be more proud of that project. We're probably also going to run 6 days there as well. And again, our corporate sponsors for each and every one of these events, they go right into their pockets, not only providing the seed money for the project, but they're also providing the product. So they're the unsung heroes. I try to sing them, but I could never thank them enough. And then of course the attendees, they reach into their pocket and donate. I mean, the very first year we did this, Ryan, then I'll tell you about the Canadian conference. But the very first year we did this, we launched this, and I didn't know if it was going to go or not. And Stephanie Beck and George Skaroulis and Tom Heidenberger and Terry Russell, and we were all coming up with Sandy Pierce from MPA Media. We were all coming up with these ideas about how to do sanctuary. What do we do with sanctuary? And we were holding our breath. it was such an innovative new thing that on several occasions I would be walking down the aisle checking on one booth because I had several booths there. This was in Atlanta at the AMTA when it was in Atlanta. People would walk by and hand me money and say, I love what you're doing. I think it's innovative and I think it's awesome. And here's some money. Now, really, in the real world, people just don't hand you cash and say, thanks for doing what you're doing, and do it anonymously. But we have such an amazing community, and they are so giving and so trusting and so caring that happened on several occasions. One man handed me a $100 bill and said, thank you for stepping up to the plate and supporting research. And I then kind of felt like, you know what, we're onto something. People want to do something. They want to contribute. Maybe they just don't know how. And that's how Sanctuary has just been able to blossom and grow. And we're so excited that it has, because I feel like we've made a small impact. I want to make a much bigger impact, but you got to start somewhere, and we're getting there. The last place that we're going to be this year with Sanctuary, we're actually going international. We're jumping the border. We're going up to Canada, to the Canadian Massage Conference, and that's going to be in Ontario, Canada, and we're very excited about that. I believe. I think that's October. Forgive me if that's wrong, but definitely
November.
November. It's
Yep.
in November.
Yep.
So I'm very excited about that because, first of all, it's beautiful up there, right by the falls. It's just incredibly gorgeous, and the Canadian people are just amazing. So we've never done a sanctuary up there before, but that funding is also going to go to the Massage Therapy Foundation. So 4 great events, 4 great opportunities to take part and to participate in research funding and get a little something in return. Learn a new protocol that you can take home, tucked in your pocket, and make a little money with.
Yeah. That's always beneficial.
You know what? Money doesn't stink. I don't care what anybody says.
And for the AMTA national one, we got most all the shifts filled already. So
I would like to talk about that for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't want to embarrass you, and I certainly don't want to. No, I certainly don't want to sit here like you're not sitting here right here with me. But I want to talk about you for a minute, Ryan. Ryan stood up when I was talking with him. I had the great fortune of being able to go up and tour his schools and all of the ones that we could get to in the area. And we did, what was it, a 3-day whirlwind tour?
Yep.
Holy moly! It was crazy cool. I felt like we were rock stars, just in and out doing it was awesome. It felt like a stand-up comic. It was kind of fun. But the Minnesota schools are stepping up to the plate for the national convention, and they are going to be the school that will be supporting us. And I am so thrilled because the caliber of students that I met while I was on that whirlwind tour, they were rock stars. They were so excited about research, and they were so enthused about being involved in the community and getting involved and seeing their first national trade show and being a part of it. And Ryan, kudos to you, and thank you so much to Marie Leonard, all of you guys, for stepping up and for filling those slots and making sure that the sanctuary is covered. We couldn't do it without the help of the students and volunteers. We couldn't even begin to. I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, this is a chance of a lifetime for students too. I don't know why more people just don't jump on board too, and because I would have loved to do this when I was in school, but just never heard of.
Well, that's kind of what, there were no opportunities because nobody was doing this. I'm kind of known for that girl that comes up with the crazy stuff. And, I'm kind of known for that, so we do it. Same thing with the Massage School Makeover. Nobody had done that before either, and, well, so why not? Let's do it. So, we did. And so there's a lot of fun to be had there, too. Let me talk about that for a minute because that's another one of the talking things that I love to talk about.
Yep.
The Massage School Makeover, and if you haven't heard of it, you've got to be living in a cave. You must live in Bora Bora, in a deep, deep cave, because this thing has, oh my goodness, blossomed. In my mind, when I was hatching this little idea in my brain a year and a half ago, I was thinking, I would surely love to put some tables in a clinic for a school and maybe some sheets and maybe what I could do is some fleece pads and some table warmers. And I would feel so great if we could just get that done, and that would be, wow. You know what? At the time, I thought I was thinking big. Negative. No, I was thinking small. Because when this idea came about, and I spoke with Sandy Pierce at MPA Media at Massage Today, and I spoke with Scott Dartnall at the World Massage Conference, and we started hatching this idea out and fleshing it out, figuring out how we're going to make it happen. Then we went to vendors and started talking to vendors and to seeing how much product we might have donated for a makeover. It has been received so well across the nation, I can't even, okay, so the next thing we're going to print with is $39,000. $39,000 in equipment and product, a year's supply of lubricants. That's a lot. That's, in and of itself, that's amazing. And it's from the names you know and love. I mean, it's not just from, one company. It's an array of stuff. So your students are going to get exposure to so many wonderful things. We have a 10-day clinic set up from the tables. I was thinking fleece and sheets, but no, we have chairs and we have rolling stools and we have tables and we have all the accoutrements, the bolsters. We've got a stone kit. We have a Thai herbal ball kit. We've got stuff you wouldn't even, and we have a couple of computers that have been donated. And you know how, Ryan, when we were going around your school and we were trying to figure out how we were going to make that happen, we had a vendor step up and they did it. And Angela Palmier and Chris Alvarado, you guys rock. They just stepped up and they said, you know what, you do need that in the classroom. And here you go. Poof, there it goes. Kudos to them. Kudos to all of our partners. My gosh, I'm just blown away by it. If you go to massagetoday.com and you click on the very link at the top that says Massage School Makeover with the money ticker to $39,000 and growing, it's going to take you to a page. You can nominate your school or you vote for your school. It's all the same thing. They all nominate, vote, same word. Even if it's your first vote, if it's first vote that the school gets, it's the nomination. So, the nomenclature is not important. What's important is that you just go register and you go and put your school in there. Because what I'll do is I'll get in touch with the school, let them know that they've been nominated so that they can begin to get people to vote for them. And while you're nominating, you become eligible for prizes. You become eligible for $100 gift certificates and then starter kits from all these different vendors like Bone Vital and Soothing Touch and BioFreeze and just a ton of other vendors who have stepped up to give away prizes to people who nominate. And then the schools who are nominated all get the World Massage Conference for free in the fall. So how cool is that? They get that conference for free just for being nominated. And schools can nominate themselves. So that's kind of an awesome thing. So right now we're sitting at $39,000. I would not be surprised if this reaches $50,000 to $60,000. So if I'm a school owner, I believe I'm already typing in massagetoday.com and figuring out how I can get my name involved in this because it's going to be a life-changing award for a school. We have a full library that we're going to provide. I'm not buying the shelves for the library. I think someone else will need to provide shelves, but I've got the books, and I've got a full music library. I have a full DVD library. We've got CEU providers who will be coming to the school and providing CEU courses for the educators, for the instructors. We have other CEU providers who will come and provide a CEU course that the school can sell and keep the proceeds so that it can be a fundraiser for the school. Just amazing the way this whole thing has come together, and I couldn't be more pleased.
And you didn't you start off with around 16,000 or something like that in April?
We did right at the beginning when we first went to print with this. When we did a soft launch on Facebook and on social media, we had $16,000, and within 2 months, before we went to press with the next ad, we were at 39,000. And it is growing. I can tell you, I can't release the numbers because I'm sworn to secrecy, but I can promise you it's going to surprise you when it's all said and done. I know, a secret.
can you be bribed?
I know, right? I know. The grin on my face tells it all. I mean, it's absolutely, when I say it's going to be life-changing for a school, I absolutely mean that. And I am so proud of our community, and I'm so proud of our professional products community coming together. This is about education. This is about education on professional grade products. This is not about, hey, go buy everything from Massage Warehouse. Because if you go to the Massage Today site, you're going to see the links for all of our partners. And if it was all about me saying, okay, well, everybody buy stuff for me, well, it would all be driven. All those links would be driven back to Massage Warehouse, but it's not. Those links are driven right back to those manufacturers, because truly, I feel it is wholly and completely important to educate on products. And if you've got a professional grade product, you know, we have 10 or 15,000 different SKUs. You know, we can't possibly dedicate 5 to 6 pages for a single product, but the manufacturer can. So you go learn about it at the manufacturer site. You go find out if it's something you want. And then click massagewarehouse.com and come and buy your product. You know, but we want you to educate yourself at the manufacturer site. You know, go find out what they have to say about their product. They can educate you far better than on their widget that they offer than probably I can, because they eat, live, and breathe that widget. I got to eat, live, and breathe 15,000 SKUs. So, yeah, it's a lot to remember. But yeah, I'm very, very proud of this project. It's like watching a child grow, and I couldn't be more proud of it.
And at all these conferences you're going to be going to this year, is there anything to really look for or things to be prepared for?
You know what? I read an article talking about being prepared for a convention. I read an article at Massage Today that I believe David Kent wrote, and it was how to prepare for a trade show or a conference. And he put together this really awesome checklist of things that you should think of, things to bring, things to make sure you pack, things to think about, you know, classes to take, how do you schedule your time. I mean, he really, because he is one of the most thorough individuals that I know, he really put some thought into this. And as many trade shows as I do, I will be using that checklist. So I would suggest, you know, to make sure that you're prepared and you don't get to your conference and say, oh, phooey, I forgot something. Check that out. Check that article out, because that's one of those print, leave it on the refrigerator because you're going to need it kind of a thing. I'm sorry, a bug was just on me. I had to jump. It was scary. Golly, it was a big old moth.
We would have loved to see that. We would have loved to see that happen.
I am so glad the video's not working. The Alyssa Haynes approved outfit might have not been quite so, because I think I would have just come right out of the shirt if you saw me any further. So, yeah. But yeah, no, as far as other things to see at trade shows, you know, if you've not been to a trade show, there's many people who haven't been. And I think probably the next one that we do, the World Massage Festival, is going to be one that we're going to have a whole lot of new folks who've never been to a trade show before, because, I mean, to my knowledge, and I don't know everything, but there just hasn't been a whole lot of traffic in that Kentucky area. So, you know, this is going to be so awesome and so new for so many people. Things to look for. You're going to be seeing so many amazing educators, people that you read about, people that are in the trades that are industry leaders are going to be there teaching classes. So soak it in. Take as many classes as you can take. Get as much of that exposure as you can. Additionally, all the things that you see in our catalog, all the things that you see online that you drool over and you're thinking, oh, man, I'd love to see that in person at a trade show, you get to do that. You get to go to the exhibit hall. You get to walk around and touch it, feel it, love it, try it, see it, get samples of it, try it at home. You can do all kinds of stuff and get really stellar deals if you're looking to make some purchases. So, you know, that's something certainly to think about. Bring a little money, because you're going to fall in love with something on that sales floor, and you're going to want to buy it, so, or at least save up for it. So it gives you an idea of some future purchases. So, and we're doing student days. I can't believe I haven't talked about that. Student days. I'm so excited about student days. I'll stop singing, but but seriously, I am very excited about Student Days. This is one of the fun things at an event on Friday at the World Massage Festival. We're going to be doing Student Days, and we're going to. It starts at 9 or 10, but the students are going to come in, and we're going to have speakers. We're going to have a panel of folks and speakers. So we'll start with, check this panel out. Are you ready?
Yeah.
First of all, it's me, so you got to listen to me. But then there's Linda Celine Wolf from BioFreeze, who is amazing, has been such a proponent of the massage industry and so visible and so a part of the growth of the industry. It's really an honor to be on a panel with her. C.G. Funk, who is the Vice President of Massage Envy for Industry Relations, probably one of the biggest employers of massage therapists, and well, I won't say probably, I think they are the largest employers of massage therapists in the whole industry. She will also be there on a question and answer panel. And Leslie Young, who is Vice President at the ABMP, I believe. I hope I have her title right, but I also know she is the editor for the ABMP magazine as well. So we've got some interesting folks. It's an interesting lineup for the panel, and then we're going to see two sets of students. Start at 10 and start at 11, and then at noon, because BioFreeze is cool like this, they're buying lunch for everybody. So you've got to register to get your lunch, but they're going to buy you lunch if you're a student. So at that lunch, James Wazlowski is going to be talking, and I'm going to be giving away some stuff, because I kind of like to do that. Speaking of giving away some stuff, Brian, we haven't done that yet.
You've been talking the whole time.
I do that. I don't know, elf.com, just like it sounds. Definitely, I'll get some goodies out to you.
So, apatrick@massagewarehouse.com?
That'd be it.
Yeah, okay. And you can only do it during the show time. That's it, okay?
Oh, God. Hopefully between now and tomorrow morning, because after the show I'm going to bed. So I'll sit in the morning. But I'll work it out.
Okay.
You want to give away some of those DVDs?
Yeah.
The Sanctuary DVD is a DVD of the protocols that I was talking about that we do in the Sanctuary. There are 4 protocols listed on this DVD that give you 4 add-on treatments that you can do right after any massage treatment. So you can boost your sales anywhere from $15 to $25 per treatment, depending upon how many treatments the client would like to add on. So you can turn that $75 client into a $100 client or into a $125 client for the same money that you spent to get them on the table in the first place, just by learning a few extra little goodies that are simple. They're super, super simple. So, Ryan, who do we want to give one to?
Let me see. Who's asked the most so far? Come on. Okay, the next person to comment.
Oh, boy, it's a race. That's cute.
Okay, PAGB said yo. So
Yo.
Yeah. So if you look, so if you look for that, if you look for that one, and then somebody did ASD, there's a whole bunch of letters.
Okay, seriously, I don't speak Chinese. But I'd like to. I watch enough Nihao Kailan with my daughter. I should by now, but I can count to 3, and that's all I got.
Okay, so PAGB. So email Angie right now.
Please do, yeah. And what I'll do is I'll get that. I'll send some out. I'll send those out for you tomorrow. If there's any volunteers for the Sanctuary at the World Massage Festival that I can count on for Friday and Sunday, truly I could make that worth your while. So if you're willing to participate and offer up some time, email me also, same address, and let me know your availability, and you're going to smile when I write you back. Promise.
And Darcy says she's going to help out. So.
Darcy? Yeah. Oh, I love Darcy. I love Darcy. Darcy is always the first to step up to the plate and do amazing things, and she's just one of those good souls.
Okay, and then Larkins. Do you know who that is at all?
I don't recognize that name.
The person said Sunday.
Oh, well, perfect. Email me.
Email her now.
Email me. Hot dog. Email me. What I need is your, I need your email address, and I also need your shipping address.
Yeah.
So if you can volunteer, please, because I need both of those things to be able to get you taken care of. And thank you.
Her first name is Rhonda.
Oh, awesome!
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
Miss Rhonda. Thank you very much.
But I think Nikki has the best answer with all the letters and stuff.
Yeah, I think that was pretty cool. Pretty fast.
Yeah.
So Nikki, send me, just because that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Send me your email. Send me your email and your ship to, sweetie. I'll get you taken care of.
Yep.
That's cute.
But it wasn't.
We just talked about all kinds of stuff tonight, Ryan.
Yep. Just a little bit of everything.
We have. We really have.
And you were recently in Disneyland too, weren't you?
Oh, I was. I have to tell you, the Make-A-Wish Foundation granted my daughter's wish. She wanted to see Cinderella's house, and that was such an amazing, I get all emotional about it, watching my little girl see Cinderella's house for the first time. First of all, she said, "That's not Cinderella's house." She's a real Cinderella's house. Tell it. Sincerely, I promise you, this would be it, sweetheart. It took her seeing the Cinderella parade and them dancing on the front steps of Disney World before she said, "Oh, she really does live there." So now we've seen the real Cinderella house. The Make-A-Wish Foundation is just an amazing, amazing charity, and they make wishes come true for kids who are battling and beating and sometimes not beating some really life-threatening illnesses. And they were amazing. We stayed at an incredible resort called Give Kids the World, and outside of massage, maybe inside of massage, I'm going to have to figure out a way. I've got to do something to raise money for this organization. Give Kids the World is a resort for special needs kids, and it's accessible by children of all abilities. These children are treated like kings and queens. We each had our own villa. You didn't have to stay in a hotel room. You had a little bungalow, and they had transport that could take you anywhere you wanted to go on the resort, and it didn't matter if you were in a gurney, in a wheelchair, if you had oxygen, if you had any other challenges, they could get you where you wanted to go. And they had a pool that you could put your wheelchair in. They had the characters from Disney World came out and met all those kids, and we had all of our pictures taken with Mickey and Minnie and Donald and Goofy and, the whole crew. I can't say enough good things. I have not had a really good vacation in probably a decade where I completely unplugged. I mean, maybe other people can do that. If I'm on vacation, I'm still thinking about my job, and it's hard to unplug. I can promise you, I put that phone in a suitcase, and I didn't see it for a week. I didn't get online, and everybody breathed a sigh of relief because Facebook was quiet. But I didn't get online. I didn't pick up my phone. I was able to completely decompress and unplug and just spend time with my family. And that's the beautiful thing about the Make-A-Wish group and the Give Kids the World Resort is that's exactly their intent, and they make it so easy to do. We had a ball. It was an opportunity of a lifetime. And I'm so very, very thankful. Yeah,
Facebook almost shut down that week, so.
The stock fell. Dow fell for Facebook. It was bad.
And somebody asked, are you going to be in Indiana AMTA conference in South Bend this summer?
I so would love to go, but no, that is not one that is on the Whirlwind Tour. However, I believe that we are supporting that with, I know that we're supporting that with samples and with catalogs, and I believe we're also doing a door prize. If, in fact, that's not true, and I'm speaking out of turn, if someone from that AMTA organization would like to email me, and then let's just be certain that we've got you guys covered, we're happy to do it. If you are having a state conference, if you're part of an AMTA, and you're having, or any organization for that matter, and you're having a get-together, a conference, what have you, email me, let me know, and I can support you with catalogs and with samples from some of our professional product partners. And we're happy to do that. We're happy to do that anytime because, you know, it's what we're supposed to do. It's our corporate responsibility to support you guys out there in the field.
And Rhonda asks, is there any time Angie will make it to St. Louis, Midwest area?
Oh, I'm so glad you said St. Louis. I am so beating the drum to do something there in St. Louis. I don't know of anything going on in St. Louis right now. I don't know if there's an AMPA meeting that's going to be happening in that area. I know I won't be attending it, but I'm so looking for something to do because I love St. Louis. Oh my goodness, that's a great city. That city in New Orleans, oh me, I could get in so much trouble in those cities. Music everywhere. I love it. Love that place. I'm a musician, so I dig on the music, and yeah, I would love to go. I don't know of anything right this moment off the top of my head, but again, if the AMTA chapter there is having a state meeting, then definitely contact me, and I'm happy to support you guys with goodies.
Yeah, Chris Kelly says, come to Vegas. He'll get you in trouble.
You know what? If anybody could, I bet Chris Kelly could. I like following Chris Kelly. He's great on Facebook, and he's got some great marketing ideas, and he's another. I'm a fan of Chris Kelly. I can tell you that.
So is there any other conferences you're going to this year?
Those are the only 4 conferences. I do have some other private speaking engagements. We just finished the World Massage Conference, which was very exciting. That's a virtual conference that takes place right in your home. And I know when I was talking to your students and we did our whirlwind tour, Ryan, I told them you could sit at home in your underwear and go to a conference. That's the coolest thing ever. And I didn't really mean it, but I kind of did because I honestly, late at night, I was listening in my pajamas, but I was listening, and I learned so much listening to that array of presenters. It was just world class. I mean, well done all the way. And just like, everybody has technology problems, Ryan. You and I, the 2 most amazing people with technology on the planet, had problems tonight.
Yep.
Crap happens.
Yep.
But the content that they put together and oh my goodness, I loved listening. I loved listening. It was just fantastic. I was fortunate enough, I got to present twice. I felt like, I felt really cool about that. That was really an honor. I presented on creating a professional massage room, and then I was honored to be on the roundtable discussion with the Women in Bodywork Business blog, and that was my first experience with talking to all of those women at once, and I was humbled. Believe it or not, I was quiet. I was in a room full of people that knew the wealth of knowledge that was there. I was in awe. It was like sitting next to Elvis. It really was. It was very, very cool.
So who was the loudest one then, would you say?
I don't know about loud. I think all those women are so equally talented that I think they all, and they're also so humble about, they're rock stars. They don't even know it. Maybe they do, but I don't think they do. I don't think they recognize just what rock stars they truly are. And like I said, I was just sitting there in awe, like I was sitting next to Ringo Starr. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. It was really awesome.
And then
listening to them speak, they're so articulate and they're so intelligent and they're so passionate.
Yep.
I think combined, Cherie, Son, and Mo, I think was correct. Over 100 years of massage experience for sitting at that round table.
Oh.
That's a lot of massage experience.
Yep.
And it was very, very exciting. I was very humbled to be a part of that. That was really cool.
And then somebody asked, do you think Massage Warehouse will ever go international?
Well, in regards to do we ship internationally, yeah, I've got customers all over the globe. As a matter of fact, I just did a pretty big order for Dubai today. So Dubai, I know, right? I had to look that one up. I didn't even know where Dubai was. I had to bust out a globe on that one. But we ship there, and we'll ship globally. We already ship globally. That's part of the corporate sales division, the part that I'm in charge of. Our job is international sales. But will we open a massage warehouse overseas? Well, anything is possible. That's not my call. That's for people at a higher altitude in this company than myself. But I would love to see that happen. I definitely think that there's a market for us in Europe. And I definitely think that in South America there's a market for us. We do a great deal of business in these areas already, and it would be a natural progression. But as with anything, it takes money to do that. And my company is so smart in the way that they manage us. We're solid, and we're solid because we're not taking risks at a time in the economy when risks don't make sense to take. So I'm very proud of our company for managing our assets and managing our business as well as they do. I'm very proud of Massage Warehouse for doing that. And maybe when the economy turns a little bit, you'll see some very cool things happen. I've heard a few whispers in the wind that I think are really awesome ideas. And when things turn a little bit, you may see that. Nothing is out of the question. I'll say that.
And then somebody asked, how much was the shipping to Dubai?
Wow, I know, right? And then the shipping was not so bad. The customs brokerage is crazy, and I admire anybody who's got a brokerage license because I couldn't do that for a living. To keep up with what every country in the world has to do and has to have and paperwork necessary, holy moly. But they love some Lotus Touch seaweed gel in Dubai. I'll just say that. they love boatloads of it in Dubai, thank goodness, and I'm happy to ship it to them.
And just a few weeks ago, France actually held their first massage conference. Did you hear about that?
No, I did not.
But they actually had the AMTA, American Massage Therapy Association, was actually there too.
Oh, man.
That's just weird. I mean, that's a good thing, but it was just weird that American Association actually went there. So there's a whole bunch of people representing over there. And
wow, you think I can get that to fly through accounting?
Yeah.
I somehow doubt it. I have a feeling that expense report will be very interesting. But I could so do that. That would be fantastic. We've been invited to go to several shows. There was a big spa show in Italy not too long ago that we were invited to go to, and then there was one a couple of years ago down in the islands, south of Florida, and would have loved to have gone to that as well, but just the logistics of it didn't really make sense for us to go. So the first show that we've really done outside of the United States is the Canadian show. And getting my feet wet there, trying to figure out the customs back and forth over there, and working with, Scott Dartnall and Monica and Lorna and Robin and all those guys up there, and Eric Brown. They're just stellar people. So if I got to train somewhere over outside of the United States, that's the best place to go first. It's definitely, get your feet wet.
Yeah. And somebody said it would be neat if the AMTA was invited because of their expertise.
That would be very.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's why, because I would have to think that the AMT, that the American massage in general may be pretty forward as compared to where France is. I mean, I'm speaking out of turn. I've not done any studies on this, but I would think there would be a lot of exchange information that would be valuable. I don't know that they're more advanced, but certainly I do think there's a valuable exchange to be had there. I would have loved to have sat in on some of those meetings.
Yeah, because last month I had somebody from France, Tony Newman. He was on the World Massage Conference, I think a year ago. But he's from France, and he just does chair massage over there. And he says they're way behind the times in massage.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, so
I wasn't even aware.
Yeah, because we're actually 100 times more advanced than everything else there. And it's actually more strict on being a massage therapist there. As they said, it's basically physical therapists that need to be massage therapists over there. So it's really hard. But a lot of people are doing chair massage when they get laid off or lose their jobs. They're getting trained because the good thing about their country is health and wellness.
Right.
A lot of the companies really value that, so people are trained in chair massage, so they're going into these businesses to give massages then. So.
Well, any place that'll drink wine in the middle of the day, they get my vote.
Yeah.
So, but in all seriousness, though, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall, because to be exposed, whoever got to take that trip for the AMPA was very blessed, because that would have been the trip of a lifetime. That would have been very exciting to have shared information and to swap stories and swap what you know. That would have been all. That exposure would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yep, and just like Nikki said, the country is actually paying them to do continuing education.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean they're advanced in some areas, but the thing is, for massage on the scale that we're at, I mean with continuing education all over the place, all these associations, you name it, we're more advanced in that area. But yeah, so.
Wow, maybe I need to sell them some chairs.
Yep.
I have them.
Yep.
I can do that.
Yep.
If you're in France and you're listening, call me. I can hook you up.
Yeah, and the guy, he actually buys stuff through Earthlight. That's what the company said. He buys stuff through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earthlight makes awesome products. Also, one of our professional product partners for the massage school Makeover. They've donated some goods to go into the clinic.
Yep.
Strong Light, Oakworks, Custom Craftworks. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait. You know what I can't wait for? I can't wait till we pull up with the tractor trailers of product and equipment, and I get to go into the school and be just like you see on TV. Okay, guess what? I need help unloading this truck. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to do that.
Are you going to holler, bus driver, move that table?
I should probably come up with something unique like that.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be drawing the name. We're going to be announcing the winner at the World Massage Conference in November, on November 16th. So for those schools who have been nominated, please get in touch with the World Massage Conference and get registered so that you can be live online with us when your name is called. Because I think pandemonium will break out in your school if your name is called. The award is really stellar. It's really stellar.
And Darcy said, Ryan, will you broadcast live with the school that delivers?
Actually, Ryan, you don't know this, but yes, you're. I see a plane ticket in your future.
Yep. And I'll massage for food too, okay?
Oh, honey, we got a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, and somebody said, when can we start voting for schools? Yeah, it actually started April 1st, right? April Fool's Day, of all the times to actually launch it. But who was the person's great idea for that?
Well, I don't always think completely clearly. And I thought, well, let's find a really good start date. Something that's a clean date. April 1st, that sounds good. Only the day that we launched, I was at the Massachusetts chapter, their 50th anniversary, and we launched it. Sandy Pierce and I were there, and we actually launched it at their dinner, and they're like, really? Because nobody knew whether to believe us or not. I was like, oh, I promise. This is for real. I'm not making this up. Really. We're really doing this. So I probably, in hindsight, could have picked, Groundhog Day and been taken a little more seriously, but, hey, I just cut up all the time, so maybe April Fool's was just, I don't know, subliminal. Yep. Who knew?
Yep, and do you guys still run specials on your Facebook fan page?
We do. Our fan page has grown like mad. I'm so happy to see that, and we're approaching 5,000 fans. And for a finite community like the massage community, and certainly a finite community of that massage community, how many of those people are Facebook users? To be rapidly approaching 5,000 fans, I am extremely proud of that. And we have Rob in our office, Rob Booty in our office, and he has taken it. I started the page. It was actually started by Paul Brannon, and then he handed it over to me, and then it got too much for me. And Rob, with his professionalism, you could see that the professionalism on that page has been stepped up a couple of notches. He took it over, and with his magic touch, he's grown it. And yes, there are definitely going to be Facebook fan only deals that are going out, and you'll be among the first to hear of nationwide sales before they become necessarily public in a catalog, or in an email blast. So being a fan on Facebook has certainly got its advantages.
Now, I'm just going to get the link and put it up here for everybody. Okay.
It's www.facebook.com/Massage Warehouse.
Okay.
And if you want to friend me on Facebook, and we're not friends already, same thing, facebook.com/Angie Patrick, all one word. Feel free. I'm easy like that. Don't send me garbage, though. No. I don't care about your Farmville. Love you guys, but please don't Farmville me. No.
Yeah, I have never even done Farmville yet, so.
All my friends do it, and I'm so afraid that if I start it, that it'll be like crack, and I won't be able to get off of it, and I'll be farming all the time. Then I'll be unemployed, and then it'll be bad. It'll be really bad. So I'm not even going to try it. I'm sure it is all the fun in the world, and I don't, have any problem with anybody doing it, but I'm afraid to start it. I would probably love it way too much and get way too involved in it.
Yeah.
I do enough Facebook already.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody said, just say no to Farmville.
Just say no. Who said that?
The first person that won something from you, PHG.
I was going to say, dang.
Yep.
I got to give that person something. Just say no. Just say no to Farmville.
Yeah.
And Fishville, and somebody's cooking in the kitchen something, and Lord have mercy.
Mafia Wars and all that stuff,
See, and there's Vampire Wars. Now, if any of them intrigue me at all, it might be Vampire Wars, but I know, again, if I get involved in it, I'm going to get sucked in. And I honestly just can't. No capacity. All the will in the world, no capacity. So that's the story of my world right now.
And what do you see the future of Massage Warehouse? What do you see on the horizon, without giving away too much? Or
Well, the good news is the people at the higher altitude know the real deal. But I can tell you, I'm one of the last remaining legacy employees of what used to be the original Massage Warehouse, and I watched it grow and grow and grow and grow. And I am so very proud of this company for what it stands for what it does for the community, for what it does for its employees. I've gone through some pretty harried times in the past few years on a personal level, and my company stood by me without question. They never gave me a hard time when I needed to be with my family. They never gave me any heartburn about needing to be at the hospital with my daughter. They have been amazing to me. So I have to say this. If putting good karma out into the world really can help you in some way, our company's got good things in store because it's really a solidly run, well-done company. And, just like with any company, we have our flaws too. Sometimes we screw up. But I think the true measure of a company isn't the fact that you screw up. Everybody's going to screw up. Sometimes you make mistakes. It's how you fix it. When you know something's wrong and something's happened with somebody's order or we've misshipped something, how do we fix it? That's the true measure of a company. And 9.9 times out of 10, we come through with beating expectations, meeting and exceeding clients' expectations. And it's that commitment, I think, that's going to carry us through. Times are hard economically. They're hard for everybody. I mean, when you're looking at big major corporations that are struggling, and to see us stay so solidly in the driver's seat, in the market share, I think speaks volumes to our marketing crew and to our upper management and to our board of directors. So with that type of leadership, I can certainly see very positive things in our future. You can expect more growth. They will settle for nothing less. And God love them for that, because why stay stagnant? If you can grow, do it. And we've got the marketing talent on board to be able to do that. So I certainly see us growing. I would see us branching out. There may be other companies that we acquire. We'd like to grow through acquisition as well as organically through the gaining and retaining new clients and building on the clients that we already have existing. We want to have some really new innovative products, some really great new kits to bring to market. One of the things that we're known for is putting together, taking the guesswork out of putting together what you may need to start your business. For instance, our Ultimate Business Starter Package, we in corporate sales came up with that, and that was something that we were utilizing just in corporate sales for schools for tuition packages. And then our VP of marketing at the time got wind of what we were doing and said, hey, you know what? That would be a pretty cool thing to just offer everyone, because everyone could utilize that. And so we did. We put it in the catalog, and it is our best-selling item. I mean, it is everything you could possibly ever need to start a business, and it's under $450. Table, chair. I mean, I'm not going to do an advertisement, but I'm just saying, that's the kind of stuff that we're known for doing. We're known for thinking outside of the box and trying to bring things to market that you've never seen before, or that you'd like to see. We're really big on, if you've got ideas, we want to know about it. If you've got a product that you think would fit in our catalog, if you go to our massagewarehouse.com landing page, look at the very bottom at the list of stuff at the bottom, and you're going to see new vendor submissions or new product submittals. I don't remember how it's worded. We want to hear from you. We want to know about it because we want to stay ahead of the curve. We've grown and owned this market share that we have so strongly because we're innovative and because we think outside the box and because we think like a therapist. I mean, our company was originated by therapists. I remember in our call center, all of the people in the call center were therapists helping therapists. Now, that's not the case now. It's a pretty large company, and, that's a pretty large helping healers. So we haven't lost as big as we've grown. That's one of the things I'm proudest of. I think we have more heart as a company now than we did when we were smaller, because I think we're more aware of our community. We're more involved in our community than we ever were before, and we want to be that way. It's not something that we're being forced to do. It's something we want to do, and it's something that everybody at an altitude above my head is in agreement. They're in full agreement that we have a responsibility, and we want to pay back to our community, and that's through good pricing, good service, through the philanthropic stuff that we do, the donations that we make, the support for the chapters that we do. I mean, we love doing that sort of thing, and we're going to keep on as long as there's breath in the company. We're going to keep on doing that kind of thing.
And then somebody asked, what is Script? They used to order from them 10 years ago, and is now Massage Warehouse.
Well, no, Script still exists. Script HESCO now is what it's called. And you'll find them, if you've historically ordered from Script, you can still order from that business arm. Let me do the pyramid for you. Script HESCO is the parent company, and then under there dangle a few different business arms. We have the two that would probably be most pertinent to this market segment would be the New Life Systems, which is an acquisition that was made a couple of years ago. They were based out of Minnesota, up there where you are, and Mr. Alan Shear was the owner. Alan is still on board with us, still part of our sales team, and he's very valued, and we're glad he's with us. And then, of course, Massage Warehouse. So, yes, Script is Massage Warehouse, and Massage Warehouse is Script, but you can still shop all those products on the Script site. It's just now called Script HESCO, HESSCO.
And then somebody asked, what about offering your starter package to schools for a discount if they order in bulk because they only got a table?
All right. Tell me that one more time.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. I was just trying to follow you.
What about offering your starter package to schools for a discount if they order in bulk because this person only got a table? Because I know with some schools, that's what they do is they just order just tables for all the students and stuff, and then they haven't purchased them through there, but...
Yeah, if what you're, two answers to that question. If a school is interested in purchasing the Ultimate Business Starter Package for their students, if they contact my corporate sales group at 800-404-0447 and ask to speak to either Terry or Paul, we can set you up, and there is a small profit margin that can be built in for you as a school owner or a school director, so that you can, if you're looking at this, if you're typically selling your tables through your bookstore, we can certainly work with you on that. Otherwise, yes, we can work with schools to get discounts on that Ultimate Business Starter Package upgrade, the Karma package. So, yeah, that's doable. So if you're talking about that from the school perspective, from the ownership, from the director, yes, absolutely. 877-404-0447. Terry or Paul, those are going to be your guys, and you're going to want to talk to them to get set up and learn more about it. Now, if you're talking about you're a student and you've already bought a table, is there an auxiliary package that you could buy? There's a number of them on our website. There's the table coverings package, some of the other packages. I think if you go to massagewarehouse.com and you type in package, you're going to see a whole lot of stuff come up, but you'll be able to drill down to some of the auxiliary packages outside of just the table packages, because we recognize that some schools have contracts in place with various different manufacturers, but that's not to say that they don't need the ancillary items as well, like, bolsters, holsters, oils, creams, lotions, analgesics, sheets, fleece pads, table warmers, music. I mean, we've got kits that drill it down to the hand sanitizer. So, we've got you covered from A to Z. We've been doing this for a minute, and we kind of know we kind of have taken the guesswork out of what you're going to need to start to go into business.
And Nikki said, hers was actually included in her tuition, so they just didn't really have an option at all. So,
but that you still can. I mean, it's so reasonably priced. That's the beautiful thing, First of all, I will say a couple things. First of all, if you're a school and you don't include something like a table, or at least a table, or the Ultimate Business Starter Package, if you don't include that in your tuition or figure out a way to make that happen so that when your students graduate, they have something to go to work with, then you're missing a huge marketing opportunity. Because if I'm Joe Blow off the street and I don't know beans about massage, and I'm looking at ABC school right here and I'm looking at XYZ school here, and you guys are within a couple of miles of one another, maybe 10 miles from one another, I'm going to get the same education, because I don't know any different, from both of you. But from one school, I get nothing when I graduate. From the other school, I'm going to be decked out and can start business with all the equipment I need. Well, who do you think I'm going to pick? I'm going with where I'm going to be able to start business. And you're missing a marketing competitive advantage. So it makes perfect sense to figure out a way to build some type of equipment or some type of starter package in with the tuition, so that your students can utilize it and go out and make money faster, and have it during class time too. I mean, they've got our Ultimate Business Starter Package even includes a massage chair to use for marketing purposes. So you can take your students out, they can go work in kiosks, charitable events, what have you. You can go get involved in the community, and then once they've graduated, they can use that chair to build their business. It's a marketing tool as well. So, I mean, it's really an awesome thing to think about building that in. Any school not doing that makes me scratch my head and go, what are you doing? Because you're missing your competitive advantage. Everybody needs a leg up, and that would be a great one to start with. And because it's under $449, it's professional grade equipment. The reason the price is so low is not because it's substandard. It's because we're the manufacturer. We're the manufacturer. There is no middleman. We're the direct. We're where you get it from. It's like buying from the manufacturer directly. So there is no middleman markup. So it's professional quality grade equipment, and it's awesomely priced. And there's still some incentive there for schools. So please pick up the phone and call us and let us help you.
Yep, and then just recently, three of our chairs at the school that I work for got stripped. So one of the knobs got stripped, and I contacted you guys, and you guys gave me the direct number to Earthlight, and no problems, no questions asked. I mean, it's so nice to no hassle at all. And then they sent out the parts and didn't even have to pay for those too. So.
Absolutely.
Kudos to
that's
them.
How people should be treated.
Yep.
I mean, you know what? That's how people should be treated. You should be treated. If you have a problem with and Earthlight's fantastic about that. You know, they're great with their warranties. If there's any type of issue, and it's so rare that there's an issue, but if you have any type of issue with any of the major table manufacturers' products, you know, the warranty is an easy thing. And certainly with our private labels, the NRG brand, you know, lifetime warranty on the frame. We're going to take care of you. We're going to take care of you if you have a problem with the grasshopper. You know, it's rare, but it happens. And again, it goes back to things happen. You know, the true test and character of a company is how well they handle themselves when something happens. And that's why we choose the vendors that we do, because they have that same commitment to quality and to the customer that we do. And that's why we stand behind everything that we sell. We'll take care of you. The bottom line is you're the most important thing, and we're going to take care of you.
Yeah, and the tables that we have are Stronglight, and just recently one of them cracked on the bottom part, and we contacted them too, and they said, "Oh, just send it in, we'll fix it, and if we can't fix it, we'll give you another one for free." And it's just like, what?
I know, right? And can you do that with a Honda?
No.
Can you do that with a Lexus? Only in the massage world, you know?
Yep.
And that's what I love about this. I know. It's what I love about this industry. We stand behind what we do. Just a group of folks with tremendous integrity. I adore this whole community for that reason. Everybody is. I have met very, very few people that I would look at sideways and wonder about. Most people, when they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it, and I love that about them. Stronglight's awesome like that. Though if it's, and it is incredibly rare that something happens, but when it does, they're right there to take care of it. So can't beat that.
You know. And is there anything that we haven't covered tonight?
Well, world peace. Winning the lottery. No, I think we've covered just about everything. I think people are probably ready to go to bed. I really appreciate you letting me come on, Ryan. I always have so much fun with you, and even though we had some challenges with Skype, this was just a hoot, and you're just so much fun, and I can't wait to see you in Berea and at the AMTA and at the FSN, everywhere. You're going to be everywhere. Yep. And I can't wait to see you and give you a big hug around your neck.
Yeah, 1 week away. What day are you? What day are you arriving?
I'm getting in there, I think, on Thursday.
Okay, I'm probably going to be there
on Thursday.
Wednesday. I'll be there, so. I
may be going in Wednesday. Heck, I don't know. I don't have that calendar for me. You know, I just get on a plane.
Yep.
Delta, thank God, reminds you a day ahead of time.
Yep.
And if they say go, I go. I get on a plane. So I could be getting there Wednesday, but I want to say it's Thursday. I think we get there early Thursday.
Okay, cool.
Well, I look forward to seeing you there, my friend.
Yep. Thank you very much tonight, Angie. It's been awesome, and my brain is full again, so.
Oh, no. Oh, well, I'm so glad to have been a part of this, Ryan. Thank you so much, and thank you for everything you do for the profession. Yep. You're just really a rock star.
Thank you, man. See you soon.
All right, thanks a bunch. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.